Well, good morning. I have come on the railway tip for a little dig, and I've been messaged this week by a lady who stops usually when she sees us and she has a chat. She says somebody's been on digging, would a man coming on and tidying it up. So I've just been up top end where we were, tidied all the bits of glass and bottles away, thrown them all back into a hole. I'm going to bury them as I leave. But I've just come back on, and someone's been digging this back end again, and I'll just show you what they've done. I'll put it on front. So there's literally stuff everywhere where there wasn't before. There were no bottles on this back end. It were all quite relatively tidy. Just this one little area which I'd just come here to tidy up. But then they've literally just left stuff everywhere. They've dug a massive crater again, right at the back of that hole. You remember where that clay layer used to run across top here? And we just got in this bottom corner, me and Rob, last time we dug. And then me and Gareth put a little test hole in here when we were last on. But we didn't leave half as much crap on. But yeah, just look at the state of it. Just literally bottles everywhere. Don't do it justice on camera. But there's even bottles over there, so I don't know how they managed to get over there. They must have just been slinging them. This is literally too much for me to do today. To tidy it up by myself. It's got to take a few days at least. Yeah, there were the bottles I left. Like a little slack handful. And I'd come on today to move them. Yeah, look, they've even started digging up my spoils as well back here. Stuff like that collected on top. This were all buried. Anyway, I think we're gonna carry on down the back here where I had them bays out of last time I came on. And over the course of the next few times I come on, I'll just slowly start tidying this up, sorting it out. It's going to be a big job. Right, anyway, let's crack on. Right, so no major finds just as yet. We've had a little whiskey bottle. It's all just modern stuff. I'm just clearing out the top layers. But I'm going back in this hole that I started when I were on here last, just a little test hole it were. And there were a few bits and bobs coming out. Nothing mega. But I'm just trying to get down to them bottom layers, see if there's any more of them beer bottles that I found last time. I'm only like 1.5 meters away from my old hole. Do you remember when I had them 5 cone beers one after another? Yeah, so we're just digging that all out. Anyway, so you'll get this video, little bottle digging video, and then the next video, we're meeting a subscriber, and we're going to go for a little river lark. And by all accounts, she's made me a really nice little gift. There's a little bottle there. It's just one of them wines. Yeah, she's made me a little nice gift. So I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet, but I'll film it on the day. So yeah, so we're going to go for a mudlark first time this year, or first time in a long time, I believe. Put you there, it's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah, I was just looking back on my videos. It's been a very, very long time since I've been mudlarking properly. The rivers are down in Keighley, so we're going to have a look at mooch on there. Possibly go to a local tip and have a look around there as well. See what we can find. So hopefully we'll have a good day and it won't be a disappointment. Yeah, it's just one of them. It's like, you know, she bought some stuff off my store, and we've been talking back and forth about bits and bobs, and I've been sending her bits and bobs and stuff. She sent me a few bits and bobs and stuff, some cods and stuff. And then it was just like a meet-up. Do you fancy a meet-up? Like, yeah, why not? Let's go larking. So there we go, yeah, so it should be something to look forward to anyway. I'm going to stop rabbiting on now and I'll get back at digging. I'll see you on the next one. If I can turn my camera off. Right, so we're about 2 foot down. I'm just doing a little test hole before I extend it. I'm going to extend it back under where I'm stood. Going to open it up. I'm definitely going to extend it now. We've just had that lovely early little link, double pen rest. It's chipped on top, but it's old. Nice and decent, that one. Lovely edge. And I thought it was pontoed then. It's not pontoed, I don't think. Possibly, I don't know. And then that came out just above it. A lovely green beer. I know it's crown top, but it's nice embossing, so that'll go for a bulk bag. Matthew Brown and Co Limited Preston. A couple of modern bottles just come out from above it. So I'm going to store all my bottles here. They're all going back in all when I'm done. I'm going to tidy up after myself. Fill the hole in. But yeah, it's just trying to get that really nice rusty orange layer that we've had throughout the site, and that's where all the good stuff's coming from. I might bottom it out. Well, I shall try and bottom it out if I've got time. Stuff like that coming out, you know, bits of cream jugs and stuff. So right, let's get working on extending it. Right, so we've had a little green, little white salt pot. We're getting all the bottles. That gravy bottle was whole, but I've just dropped it. And that's the seam that we're looking at. Full of pottery, full of rust, just absolutely jam-packed full of stuff. So let's get into it and see what's in there. So, just had a bottle pop out. And it's a Armistead. I thought it were a Cod's, I just saw that base. But looking at it, it looks a bit different, to be fair. J Armistead's Barrowford. Little crown top, still a nice aqua bottle. Probably do for a bulk bag. Or if anybody wants a Barrowford bottle. Stuff going, this whole front bank's ready to collapse. Someone's going around in an helicopter. Oh, it's a Chinook actually. See it going over trees. Anyway, yeah. This whole bank's ready to collapse, so I'm just gonna start moving around now, chiseling out, give myself a bit more working room. Feast your eyes on this. So it's got a massive stopper, but it's a Grimshaw's Limited Burnley, lovely, stunning green beer. Nice little neck on it. That's a lovely bottle, good condition too. That's an early one. The more modern ones have Grimshaw. They have a G and an S, Grimshaw and Sons. I think it were, and then it was Grimshaw Limited first. And then Massey's bought them out in 1927. So that could be an old bottle hanging around, and that's why it's got a massive stopper. One for the collection, definitely. Lovely, right. That came out just under here. So let's get back into it and see what else pops out. Oh, excuse me. Just had this one. George Wilmore and Son. If you remember, where were my old? Just here. We were getting pieces of these when we found them green threlfulls. These were the green bottle pieces we were finding. Well, I've got a hole now. It is a crown neck, but you can still come on. What else did I find? Oh yeah, a screw cap, not to be taken. That can stay. I'm not taking it. One of them little black and ink pots. Then the bottom of an ornament. Wilton Wade. I'm getting really thirsty now, so I forgot to bring a drink. I'm going to finish off digging out this hole. and then we'll see what happens. Right, I'll bring you back on the next one. Right, so all the bottles are back in the hole now. We'll take that. We'll take the Preston one. We'll take the Barrowford one just purely because I've not seen a Barrowford one before. The little ink can come. The green one can come. Definitely the Burnley. That's definitely coming home. Don't think I'll take the salt shaker. Oops. And then that lovely green. All green today. Apart from that aqua. Green, 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 green. Might take that just for the Etsy store. It's one of the little cinnamons. Langdale's. Concentrated medical cinnamon with a pouring lip. I'll put that on the Etsy shop. Other than that, just got to cave the hole in now, and then, like I've never been here, I might just go in this side, see if there's anything on that seam, because these beer bottles are coming out from under here. We'll see how it gets on here. So that's where we're digging. Flattened all the spoil, moved all the bottles. There's a tin pan and a couple of bricks. Here I've moved all the bottles. There's a tin plate and a few bricks. Bricks. I've thrown all the bottles in one of my old holes. And what I'll do is I'll keep them all in there and I'll bury them. Still all this top end to move yet, so I'll crack on moving a few of these, and then at least I've done a little bit today, tidying it up. But these are just remains of what we left. What we do is I started leaving bottles on the top for mudlarkers, but there's no mudlarkers on here, I don't think, so I'm just going to chuck them all back in. Every time I dig them up now, they're just going to get reburied. It is a bit of a bad habit leaving bottles on top, and you get into it, and if there's no mudlarkers, there's no point doing it. They're only little wine bottles anyway, so I don't think anybody will be missing them. And maybe, who knows, 100 years, that one smashed. Somebody could be coming and digging this back up, thinking they found some treasure, when actually it's just our spoils. A few of them skittle bottles there, actually. There's a bottle there that says Sam Smith, Tadcaster, so I presume it's John Smith's son, but I'm going to take it anyway just because it says Sam Smith. There's a few stoppers in the bottle there as well. Right, let's start tidying up a bit, and then we'll see where we're at. Right, so all the big bottles have gone, apart from the ones which I'm going to check out. I'll throw them back when I'm done. That's all buried in. That's all sorted. Took a bit of soil from these bankings just to hide them other bottles burying down, and that'll naturally erode back in anyway. Right, let's go over there, clean that back bank round, chuck it all back in. What we can. Big stuff and big shards, and then the rest of it I'm going to need a rake to rake it all back in. So I'll have to come back with one of them. There's a riddle over there, look. Just yeah, apparently this tip was dug in the 70s by some old timers, old school diggers, and I don't know, they must just give up on it or forgot about it because they didn't come back. But there's a few people in the area that know about it now, and they're starting to dig it again. I think it's because Skipton's gone off. That's pretty much done out now, and everybody's looking for other places to dig. Missed a bottle here, so let's get these back in. Oh, right, solid. Yeah, I think everyone's looking for new places to dig. I've got 2 new sites to check out, so happen one day this week we'll have a little drive over and check those out. Right, I might put a small hole in at that top end where I was digging before. See if I can get anything outside of them banks, but I'm not hopeful. But anyway, we'll give it a go. I'm not done. I'm not ready to go on yet. It's supposed to be raining by now. Yeah, come on, so we're getting ready to bolt. So let's take advantage of this weather while we can. I'll see you on the next one. There you go. All them bottles have been moved. All that's left now is big bricks and just surface bits that I'll have to come back with a rake and do. Found these, which I am going to take them. Put on the Etsy store. One's dark and then two lovely like yellowy coloured little whiskies. So they'll be sold them as a set. Can't even talk. Jesus, set of 3. That's that Sam Smith of Tadcaster. So that's them's bottles. Yeah. And then I'll sort that back bit out when I've got a bit more time. Just needs a very good raking over now. And not before time as well, because the rain's just come on. So I think that's my time to skedaddle. Yeah, I think I'm going to get out of here now. Stick my jumper on. There's a lot of dog walkers, and I'm tired now after clearing all that. It's a big job for one guy. So what I'll do is I'll come back on and I'll clear it bit by bit. I'll do a dig, we'll fill the holes in, and I'll just clear it bit by bit. All right. See if them dogs are going to come on and have a sniff, but they weren't past. Anyway, yeah, that's the tip. Half cleaned. Just need to fill that big hole in. I'll do that next time and have a regular rake. All these down trees as well that person came in, they dug in my top hole there, ripped this big tree out, which were a shame because it were half still alive, half it were dead, half were alive. But they pulled it out and there's a big gap in fencing there. Well, fencing, I say fencing, hedging. You can see right in. So if anybody's walking past in summer now, that's my cover blown. I used to like to dig on here in the summer and not be pestered after work, but you'll be able to see right in now anyway. Anyway, I'm going to stop whittling on. I'll get these bottles on, I'll give them a good scrub, and I'll see you on the clean up. Take care. Well, good afternoon. Welcome back to the clean up. So, you can notice we've had a bit of a heartbreaker. A big Burnley bottle. I dropped it in the sink. Slipped out my hands. But I think I'll try and repair that. And it'll display okay just for now, until I find a new one. It's obvious there, isn't it? But what a shame. Stunning old bottle, that. Well, what's that one for the bin already? Anyway, it'll be 2 for the bin soon, because this little Barrowford one was sick as well. I only took it because I've never seen a Barrowford bottle before, but it was sticking out the hole like that. I thought it were little cods, but it's not. Right, let's get onto it. Right, so nice little green, probably a Mackenzie smelling salt, something like that. Probably go on the Etsy store or in the bulk bag. Then we have that lovely green Wilmore and Sons cone, and that's an absolutely stunning green colour. Really nice. It's like dark. It cleaned up really, really well too. Lovely thing. Now you'll notice these are crown necks, so they're probably, I'd say, mid to late 30s. Going in, well, right up to modern day, aren't they, crown necks? But yeah, you can tell with the style of font on them. Matthew Brown, Preston, little one. That's more of like an olive green, but again, cleaned up really, really well. Sam Smith, took it just for the name. Tadcaster, probably Samuel, yeah, there you go, little L. Probably the son of John Smith, the brewer. the obligatory stoneware pot, because we have to bring them on. The little boat ink, quite early, really loads of bubbles in it. Just a bit of a little chip on neck there at the back. Not sure what to do with that. If anybody wants it, let me know. Otherwise, it'll just go in the recycling. Then we had these three. Again, took them for the Etsy store. Just look at the colours in them. Beautiful colours. Almost like yellow. Like a yellowy amber. Are you going to focus? Don't want to focus today for some reason. There we go. Almost like a yellowy amber. Two of them, same colour. And then this one, which is like again like an olive green. With a little thing. And then again for the Etsy store, the Langdale's concentrated medical cinnamon. And you'll be able to hear my puppy running around. Yeah, so that's it for this day, guys. It weren't the best dig. That Burnley bottle made it all the well, for me anyway. But yeah, broke it. Might try and repair it, I'm not sure. Get a bit of I've got a little bit of epoxy resin somewhere, so I might try and put the net back on. It's only for display anyway. But yeah, that's it, guys. Well, that's it for another week. So if you like what you see, like I say, leave me a like, subscribe if you don't mind, if you're not already. And I'll see you on the next one, which will be a mudlarking adventure, I think. I'll see you there. Bye.